Greetings, I'm Epictetus, and this is Epic Tech. I've been working on adding some, texture to the donut here, and I'm not an artist. I've said that many times. It's not really a thing I do super well. Sometimes I come up with interesting ideas, but that's about it. And yeah, it's okay. I'm missing a piece here. There we go. You guys, I gotta tell you, I just finished reading through the comments, and you guys are full of it. I mean, good ideas. It is good ideas and suggestions, not full of, well, anyway, that joke didn't really go as well as I planned. I'm sorry. Anyway. You guys actually have some really great ideas and some suggestions and some concerns. I'll address the most common one. People are concerned that when we pass Almost Station down there, that the thrusters are going to go wild. And why is that one on? It shouldn't be on. Well, I think it just... Oh, that's right. I had it set to override. That's why it's on. Anyway, unrelated. You guys were concerned that as we pass Almost Station, that these thrusters are going to go absolutely bonkers, and I don't think so. I mean, we won't know until we actually do it, but the thing is, they're all going to fire for a very short period of time while passing Almost Station. And then they'll stop all firing. It would be a problem if only one or two of them fired, yes, but all of them are going to fire. And they're of equal and opposite force, so it's not an issue. Another one that I heard was that these are off-center and that's going to cause spin. That would be true in the real world, but in Space Engineers, all thrust comes from center of mass, and that won't be a problem. That's just not a thing that Space Engineers actually deals with, so that's not an issue either. One concern was that if I put a second door in here, then these won't be able to disconnect, and that is absolutely true. But I wasn't planning on putting a second door in here. But then I started to think about it and realized I need a second door in here, because when the elevator isn't here, I'd like this area to stay pressurized. And if there isn't a door there, it can't pressurize. Now, luckily there's a nice simple solution, and that is to place the other kind of door here, because this kind of door does not actually connect on the front and back, while the sliding door does. Now, I'd rather have a sliding door here than down there, so I'm actually going to put a sliding door on this side, and that down there will be the other door. So this is the sliding door. That's the door. We're going to put this one on the bottom. Okay, you'll see when we get there. But we're not going to do that right away, because somebody else suggested that I have too many merge blocks. Which, no, I don't have too many merge blocks, and it's not going to be a problem because we're always going to be arriving aligned, in theory. But he's got a point in that we really don't need to have 8 merge blocks to make this happen. We really only need 1. I was doing this for airtightness, but I always forget that we actually don't need to do this for airtightness. That solves my problem. So if I place that there, remove this, place another one there, another one there, that will still be airtight, but because of this just being a tip and not an actual, there's no merge point on this side, we won't end up with these blocks merging. So that means we can remove these, and then we can put in just regular old blocks there. So then we can remove these 3 and do the same thing, and then we can just keep the 2 merge blocks, which, technically only need 1. Why not? I don't see any reason not to. So now we can remove the merge blocks on the lower side. That's good. So now we can jump back over and we can do this kind of door. Actually, let's do this kind of door there, because it kind of creates a floor for us. And then here, we're going to place just a regular sliding door. I like that. Now, one thing I do not like, however, this has just been bugging me. It's the first thing you see when you enter this thing, and it's just, I don't know, horrible. I mean, it works, but it's just downright ugly. I'd rather have a plant or something in the corner. Because the thing is, we've got this spot that already has all the connection to oxygen and all that kind of thing. So we could place, you know, for example, a vent right up here. But we can also, because I wouldn't mind having two, just because it pressurizes and depressurizes faster that way. We can have one under here. And then we can place a catwalk on top of it. That I like better. Aha! Remember the hole? I didn't. We're not going to put it there. But we do need to put in some parachutes. Now, one thing about parachutes that could cause us some serious issues. Parachutes actually apply force, unlike thrusters. They apply force at their location of connection, as far as I can tell anyway. Which means that wherever we put these, if they're not aligned or balanced over center of mass, this thing is going to rotate and smack into the tower. So I think I might just throw in a couple of parachutes as emergency things. I mean, it'll be better that it rotates and slams into the tower than if it just plummets and hits the ground at full force. So their only purpose is going to be emergencies. And they will not be automatically loaded. We will manually load them from the inside. Because trying to actually pipe to those is going to be a challenge I don't want to have to deal with. Which would be 12 in some and 13 in the other. But it doesn't matter. We're never going to need that many. This really has only a one-shot thing. And then we're going to have to do something else. Because I can almost guarantee if these things fire, we're going to take damage. And we're going to need to make sure that these are configured not to go unless something goes wrong. See, I don't want it to just automatically deploy. There needs to be like an emergency button we can smack. Like, we're falling, we don't have any hydrogen left. Hit the button. You know, that kind of thing. And even if we hit the button, it should only deploy at... Actually, 1,000 meters is pretty good. So we're going to... I am going to set up an emergency stop button here. And we're going to paint it red. So we're going to set up, not that one, but the rest of these parachute hatches. Emergency chutes. And then we're going to set up this button right here to do auto deploy on off. Huh. Why is there not an auto deploy on? Well, I think at the other end I'm going to do a button that just is open close. And then that way, in an emergency, we're plummeting to the ground, we run over here, and we hit one of those two buttons that are not labeled. Excellent. Emergency chute, open, close. And this one is emergency chute, auto deploy. Open, close, on, off. And yeah, hopefully that'll work okay. because I'm not going to test it right away. All right, what else did we need to do? I think the rest is going to be things like setting up programmable blocks for displays. Oh, we need an antenna. Can we fit one in here? I can't remember how big they are. Won't fit there. It's not going to fit there either, huh? Like, would it fit there? Might fit there. Hey, it does. Look at that. Just barely. So let's go ahead and disconnect this thing. I want to check the merge blocks, and then there were a few suggestions, and I actually want to see how well it takes off without without gyros. I want to turn the gyros off. Let's disconnect this. Switch lock, reverse. What? Why are you not reversing? Okay. I just suddenly decided to reverse. Oh, I heard about this. Actually, hang on. I'm going to let it do its thing. I'm going to connect it. I'm going to go take a look at that piston. Because they added some stuff. So there's now a safety detach, which I believe means that it will actually disconnect the head if it pulls 5 meters or something. Anyway, oh yeah, look at all this stuff. Max impulse axis, max impulse non-axis. I want to play with some of these things later. I think the trick is to actually tell it to reverse before you disconnect. Because for a few moments after a disconnect, there's no magnetic force with a connector. Let's give this a try. So we should be able to just hit C. Blue, 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 and blue. Let's go ahead and start dropping. And notice how it's perfectly straight-ish. Is it? Yeah, seems to be doing well, I think. It's kind of hard to tell, but I think we're good. Now, what I want to do is get to the right angle so that I can see... Aha! So there's the next connector right down there. What I want to do is stop at the next connector. We're going to have to go down just a little bit. This is where some cameras would be pretty handy. Actually, let's do that. We need a camera. Where should I put a camera? Oh, I could put one right there, I guess. All right, so now... There, yeah. We could pretty easily see when we're aligned. And then piston reverse. We're not as aligned as I'd like to be. I think I need to go down just a little bit. I was expecting the magnetism to do a better job of aligning us, but it's not really doing a great job. If I come up here and I set the strength to be 10 times, I'll set this strength to be 10 times. So now we're locked in. Good. Because now we can actually get up here, which means that we can actually do some fun things. Like this recommendation right here to put on sprinkles. I like this idea. I know some of you aren't thrilled with the donut thing. But, well, it's okay. You'll learn to love it. We're going to put some sprinkles around. I love this idea. Got to rotate them every once in a while. I wish I could put angled ones on. Best I can do is just kind of put a couple on the sides, like there. Put one there. Yeah. I don't have a whole lot of flat blocks on this thing, do I? I think that's the best I'm going to do. Alright, let's go set up this script. That's strange. Why are we shaking around? We shouldn't be shaking around. I do have one thruster going here, and the other ones are not. That's a little odd. I mean, it's probably not putting out any force, but it's on, and it shouldn't be on. Okay, there we go. At least now that one's off. Still shaking around. It's odd. Okay, edit, browse, rave lighting. There we go. Why are we shaking? Okay, hang on. I'm going to turn off the connector. It's really interesting. I think I used corner lights everywhere else, so I'm not going to worry about it. So if I just run this, if I just hit run, we should end up with definitely some interior light, or some corner lights are going to go crazy, but there we go. Sprinkles! We have sprinkles on our donut. Isn't that awesome? Come on, you know you love it. Alright, now I'm going to go fix the corner lights. There you go. Corner lights are all back to white. So, automatic LCDs 2. One of my favorite scripts of all time. Made by the amazing M Master. Ooh, and you no longer need a timer? Okay, that's cool. Oh, wow. So he's added a lot to this. Okay. Check code. I think I already did that, but it's okay. Remember and exit. We're going to have to play with some of the new features, but not at this moment. For right now, I want some status on a few things going on. So this is going to be LCD panel, control room, custom data. We want, I think just hitting oxygen does a lot. Get a lot of things. Oh, what in the world? Oh, I need current grid. Oh, I need lots of things. While we're connected, it's actually the base above that's doing that. So we need to disconnect. There we go. And then over here, we need to run that. And oh no, it was smart enough to even, wow, that's pretty impressive. And it's showing that air vent 13 and 14, which are the ones in the main area over there, are at 100%. This one is at 0, and the tanks are full. No surprise there. And it used 0.6 of the tank. That's okay. It's going to refill. One of these days, I want to be able to just vent into space. Let's also throw in... Is there no longer a way to hit the enter key? Really? The enter key doesn't work anymore. Well, this is the more important one anyway. The hydrogen tanks are at 99.2%. So what do you say we continue going down? I want to see what happens at almost station. I almost forgot to pull in the piston. Okay, it's all good. So we're going at 60 meters per second. How fast do we stop? Oh, plenty fast. Good. So with dampeners off, yeah, we're accelerating. Okay, here he goes. Oh, no. Right past everybody. No issues whatsoever for almost station. And I just have dampeners off. I'm not doing anything. I'm very happy with that. Are we going to take this all the way to the ground? I wasn't planning on it initially. Oh, we're definitely not, because we have not finished Midway Station. Yeah, let's go ahead and head back up. Are we still centered? No. Oh, and the thruster override is actually turned off for the adjusters. So let's go ahead and turn the thruster override on just slightly. See what it can do. Yeah, it's overcorrecting. And that's only going to get worse. So what if we turn this way up? Does it get better? It gets scarier. Oh, okay, this is getting a little terrifying. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and turn those on. Intentionally position it where it should be. Actually, we're really close right now to a connector. So let's go to this connector. I'll get rid of that projector too. Is there no power on this part of the... Oh, I removed the... We used to have a battery, I think. Okay, I'm going to remove this. And I'm going to put in a battery right here. I guess we're not going to connect here because we don't have the parts. But once we reconnect at some point in time, this battery will get finished by Igor, more than likely. And then we shouldn't have this issue in the future. All right, let's actually head back up to the station. I think we're going to be okay. Oh, dampeners on, slowing down. Yeah, okay, that wasn't quite what I wanted to do. Let's go see how much damage there was. Oh, there's fire. There's definitely lots of fire and explosions and all kinds of issues. Okay. That's bad. That's pretty bad. At least there was no damage to Almost Station. That would have been very bad. I mean, there's a little bit of damage, but it's okay. So with that locked in, we may be able to... Yeah, we may be able to lower down and connect to the next connector. And let Igor fix a lot of things up. Oh, we have a sunroof. Okay, cool. Is it above us or below us? Oh, man. Well, let's see if we can... Oh, jeez. Yeah, that was not what I wanted to do. Okay. Let's re-enable the gyros and let's go down. I think it's going to be safer to go down. And we should only have to go down about 100 blocks at most. There it is. Okay. That works. That's good. Oh, this is broken. Oh, motors and computers. Oh, actually, we should be connected. Sweet. Okay, so that's working. Can we lock using this? Excellent. We are connected. Now it's just going to be a matter of fixing some stuff. You know, no big deal. Okay, it's a bit of a mess. I'll agree. But it was because of a couple of mistakes I made, not because of a design flaw. Which makes me happy. I'll take mistakes all day long. Because, you know, we can eliminate human error by not letting humans touch it. So we're going to need some more, I think, automation, training, practice, those kinds of things. But our first pass of almost station was fine. It was just that we kind of got off center and, oh, we lost our medical bay. I probably should have taken a blueprint before we left too. That would have been smart. That's okay. Okay, I want to see how almost station is doing right now. It's definitely missing a few parts, that's for sure. Oh, we almost severed it. Oh, I see the issue. We lost a connection here. Now let's see if we can put that back together. That could have been really bad. That could have been disastrous. Oh boy. There we go. Now we should be able to get some thruster components. Hooray for no fire. Oh. Well, okay. There's still a little bit of fire. And some minor issues with physics. Yeah, that's definitely not what you want to see, is it? Little lightning bolts coming out of your antenna. Okay. Overall, that's good. Still some stuff that needs to be fixed, but we're getting there. I think we're just about done with this. So let's gently bring that back up. Let's reverse. No. No, we want to do this. That was very interesting. Okay. I think we're okay to just go straight up. Not quite as fast this time. And let's actually look at where we're going. It's all good. It's good. It's not a problem. Let's just get back up to the top where we can realign properly. And maybe I should turn off my gyros again. What? What even hit? I was way off to that side because I forgot that my gyros were still on. Yeah, that's why. Okay, just hit on that side. There's chunks of scrap metal falling. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Not a problem at all. No, not a problem. We're just going to go ahead and throw ourselves a nanite repair beacon on this because that we should have done a long time ago. And I think we can limp ourselves back up to the observatory. Gonna be careful with that. It's okay. It's fine. It's just it's not a problem. We'll get it all fixed. The further up we can go, the faster Igor can fix this. So I'm going to go slow, but I am going to go up. Some definite scraping going on. I get it. If we can get to the top, we'll be okay. I can't believe the thrusters are still working. I have basically no inside thrusters. Almost all the adjustment thrusters are trashed. And so I'm trying to do it just by tilting it ever so slightly. Okay, we're really close. Turning it on, and oh, cannot merge ships. Okay, all right. Is there any chance that this is still working? Any chance at all? Not a big one. Oh yeah, that's pretty trashed. Oh, of course, Igor already fixed it. Lock. Okay, we are connected. Igor's going to be doing some fixing. And then I'm going to be doing some repair on my own. So it's saying that some things would actually occupy the same space right now. It's not talking about the lights, is it? No, it's right. I didn't even think about it. All of those lights, every single one of them, would occupy the space that these windows are in. So we either need to extend the connection, like extend this link here, or get rid of the lights. I think we're going to have to leave this here. I think it was a good test run. We learned a lot. And I think it's possible, just possible, you guys may have been right. We might need to use wheels to align. I don't want to do wheels, though, because wheels have to rotate, and when they start rotating at the speeds I would really like to be able to go with this thing, then bad things are going to happen. The other option is scripting these sensors and actually having the thrusters not just turn on and turn off, but actually do some intelligence, either by trying to figure out, using something, whether they are, you know, how far away they are, and increasing based on that, if that makes any sense. It makes sense in my brain, so, you know, as long as you can read my mind, then you've got it figured out. The other possibility, well, okay. You guys give me some suggestions. I don't really want to slow down at Almost Station. You saw how quickly we passed through and everything was working right. And it just whoosh right through. That's what I was hoping for. But if we do anything like wheels or landing gear or something like that, we would have to have it on pistons. It would have to move out of the way. It would be this big, bulky thing that I really would rather not do. I liked this idea, and I think this is doable. It's just not doable with just sensors and thrusters. It needs more than that. I think we're making headway. I think that we learned a lot from the disaster of today. Which is okay. That's what engineering is all about, right? That's, you learn. You try, you do test flights, you crash, you learn. And we learned. So, if you enjoyed that, either for the destruction or for the learning or for both, personally, it's both. Or if you like my new paint job, hit the thumbs up button. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Come join us on the Discord. I have a video feedback channel there that I love to chat with you guys there about what's happening in the videos and that kind of thing. And as always, I'll see you next time on Epic Tech.